What's up, bro? What's going on, y'all? Just going live. I'm actually recording this for a video, but it's just popping in so that way it'll kind of show you guys behind the scene what I do. I'm just laying down a base coat. As y'all know, I like to start out with gray. Just fill the whole, all the areas that I'm gonna be painting. Honestly, didn't even think I was gonna go live. Normally I try to post it and give everybody a heads up, but it's like, I might as well just go ahead and do it. Let's say we just put down a gray base coat, kind of spreading it all around, not really caring about, like direction or, having like a perfect blend. It's just to kind of get as much down as possible and make things look a little easier. Because when you working with like a lot of white or, really the base shoe in general, you can't really see exactly what you want to see when you get ready to start painting. So this essentially is like the just a flat layer. So once you start putting in colors, that's all you see. Definitely, bro, behind the scenes for sure. Got my cameras going as well. Cut those off. Let's watch this game. As you pop in, say what's up, say something. I definitely want to engage with you guys. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to shoot them off. Like I said, I'm just chilling, showing you guys behind the scenes of me doing what I do. One second, I'm gonna try to fix. I'm watching the game over here on the side. Try to get it fixed for me real quick. It would mess up as soon as I start going live. Man, who y'all got tonight? Denver or LA? Who y'all got? Lakers or the Nuggets? Yes, sir. Most definitely. That'd be greatly appreciated. Anybody that pops in, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, share the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So I'll probably be on here for a good little minute. But like I said, we're just doing this gray base coat, and then we're going to start putting some colors down after we do this. And if you're new here, or if you have seen my videos, you know that this is one of the main things that I like to do with almost all of my customs. Is put down a gray base coat. So once we start putting in colors, you can kind of tone them down. It honestly helps to reduce the amount of coats of paint that you have to put on. And like I was saying at the beginning of the live, it also just kind of gives me like a blank canvas to work with. So as I start adding in colors, it won't necessarily like clash with the black or, with the white. All of it just either be that color or, as I progress, whatever colors are on the shoe and gray. That's it. So this is the pretty boring part. Once I start putting some colors in, that'll be more exciting. But like I said, I'm just popping in to chill with y'all and show you how I do it. Let me see. I want the Lakers to win, but can't really. Hey, I feel that. That's how I'm feeling. I would love to see the Lakers win. But we all know Denver is a whole different animal, and they're playing at home. So, yeah, you can't really bet against that one. Might as well just go ahead and count it as a dub. Unless the Lakers just miraculously, play some crazy basketball tonight. But we'll see. It's kind of crazy that I'm saying this, but I honestly want the Timberwolves to win it all. I mean, I definitely like Anthony Edwards. I don't really have like a favorite player. It used to be James Harden, but yeah, that ship kind of sailed, and then I don't even really be keeping up like that for the most part. So I don't be knowing who be doing what. I couldn't even tell you who's the league leading scorer. I can't tell you none of that. But when I used to keep up with it, I knew all those stats and, stat leaders and everything. Because most of the day, I'm either watching Miss Rachel, or my daughter is like kind of heavy on Sesame Street now, so. And, sure, I could go watch the game somewhere else, but I try to make sure I spend time with her when I can. Well, really not just her, but, her and my wife. I'm always busy, so when I do have free time, I try to make sure I make up for my time away. And been playing like he won. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Anthony Edwards been getting loose. It's crazy, though. I remember watching him at Georgia, and then, when they was talking about him when he was in high school. Now, I didn't keep up with him all the time, but when they was talking about him in high school and they would show his AAU games, like on, the highlights and stuff on YouTube. I would like, looking like, who is this? And that man has definitely been a problem for a little while now. I think he's just really starting to figure the game out. Like he had a solid, he's had solid years since getting into the league, but I think now he really just starting to figure out how to, you know, develop into a superstar. All right, so just like that. Like I said, it's not even like fully blended, none of that. Like I said, I just like to get a, decent layer of paint. Layer of paint on my shoes. So once I start laying down some colors, for the most part, we are seeing just the muted out gray and whatever color I put down. So just using that heat gun to get that done. And so I'm actually doing like a double pair. I have that, as well as I gotta do a little person shoe. It's gonna be identical. And so we'll do the same thing on this shoe. The only thing about these is they don't make, so this is a toddler shoe. They don't make it where you can remove the laces. So once I get up here, I'll probably just skip over that part, or just be like super careful. But yeah, making it for a mother and her child. Like I said, just gotta be careful right here. Probably just kind of go there, hit below it, go through there. And see, the good thing about these being black laces, of course I'm gonna do the best I can with not getting none on there, but if I was to get a little bit of paint on the black laces, I could easily use like a of course remove as much as I can, but then come in with like a black dye or something like that and just pretty much cover it up. So not tripping too much on it, but I want to be as careful as possible. As y'all can see, every time I get to the sole, just kind of flip my brush over to the finest end, and I am using an angular brush. And see, just put a little paint, push it over, and then once I want to get right there to the sole, most people like to tape, which I had no problem with that. I did start out taping, but as I became what some would say like a YouTube sneaker artist, every little minute matters, because I try to keep somewhat of a consistent schedule with putting out my videos, and any little minute that I could save, that I could put towards like editing and things like that, I try to do it. Just putting down the base coat. Like I said, this is the most boring part that you will see. Man, for purposes like this, when I'm painting the shoe, I really wish Nike made it to where the laces on these toddler shoes could be removed, but that's what I have to work with, so I have no choice. I don't know if y'all noticed, but every time I put down some paint, I try to make sure I go back and spread it out as much as possible, because, you know, as always, you want to do, you know, thin coats, because when you kick it up, that's when, you know, you start getting paint cracking and, you know, all those problems that you don't want. So you can see I haven't even went back into my paint. I'm just still reusing what I initially started with, just spreading it around. And while I'm at it, man, I want to thank y'all for, last time I looked, I think I have like 4,415 subscribers. Definitely want to thank y'all for that, for sure. I also crossed 1,800,000 views. So, sure, that's definitely a, you know, a big number difference, you know, from subscribers to views, but it's all good, because we have to take into account, like, you know, when you all watch multiple videos and things like that. So it's not necessarily 1 million plus unique views, but, you know, across the channel as a whole, 1 million plus views. So I'm very thankful for that. It's definitely, you know, it just keeps me motivated knowing that the channel is growing, the reach is growing. And if I just stick with it, man, one day we'll be talking about 1 million subscribers. But that's not my main focus, because I really do enjoy doing this. You know, and one day it'll be the only thing I do. But until then, just keep grinding. And do it when I can. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope all is well, bro. And I ain't talked to you in a minute. I think it was like a couple of weeks ago when I was playing 2K. But I hope everything's solid. All right, now we got the little shoe complete. So I don't bore y'all, we're working on the left shoe. I'll do the right shoe off camera. so we can keep moving forward. And while I was working on this shoe, let this one dry, so now we can move to the next color. Just gotta rinse off this paint. Where's my bag? Show you guys like a little pro tip that I use when painting my shoes. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the color we want. Just not trying to waste no paint, so I'm gonna just put that on there. But what I like to do when when I'm working on a custom is start like kind of from top to bottom. And what I mean by like the top layers, and then work your way down. So you see how these sections here are above, that midsection, the toe, and all that. So what I do is, like, when I paint, like, I can kind of just, freely do it and not have to worry about it. Because if I work from top up, once I finish that and I come in, I have to be like, really careful not to get on the other sections. But, when you do it that way, you can kind of just, freely put down your paint and just keep moving. So once you do that, then once you get here, you just kind of, smooth it out and don't really have to worry about getting it on this section that's above it. So it's just a little pro tip. So like I say, you're just getting some thin coats. You can still see the gray in there, but as we let each layer dry and come back in, it'll build up to the color that we're looking for. And I just keep forgetting to hit this record button on my cameras that I'm using for the actual video once I put it out in a couple of months. So it's all good. Now, of course, like I said, I'm working from top to bottom as far as the layers, but I'm still not just gonna go crazy and paint all on the other section, but still just makes it a little easier. Don't have to have too much pressure on it. And my goal for tonight is just to get like these main top layers completed. Then I'll probably go live again tomorrow to hit the other sections. Cause I still got to get up early tomorrow. I normally get up about 5 or 6 every morning. Cause like I said, I edit my videos. I pretty much do everything by myself. So normally, like early in the mornings is when I do my editing or voiceovers or all that good stuff. Now, if I have like a crazy deadline that I have to hit, then I'll work on the shoes in the morning. But I try to separate it. Like I work on my shoes at night or sometimes during the day, and then in the morning is kind of just like my computer time where I'm scheduling my posts, my social media posts, scheduling my YouTube posts, my YouTube videos, editing, all that good stuff. So yeah, like to Romero's, it's me who asked to do the paint on all those different materials. I presume you use too soft, too hard. What's good, Ghost Mike? For sure. Yeah. I remember that comment, bro. So let me see. I'm trying to remember the format. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So on the hard sections, I definitely added in some too hard. I used the GAC 900 on the fabric sections, which is pretty much the same thing as too soft. And then also on leather sections, can't remember the Vomeros. I don't think they had leather on there, but if they did, or if they had some type of like other material, I add in what's called like a flex additive, which kind of helps your paint to be more flexible. So like if somebody's wearing them and they start like like bending here at the high crease areas, that paint will have a better chance of lasting through that. So yeah, for sure. And like I kind of gave you little pointers there, man. It's really all in the prep, because just like with anything, nothing can really stand unless the foundation is solid. So like my prep work, and I'm actually working on a video on how to properly prep your shoes. I do the sanding, I do the acetone, what else? I sand them, I acetone them. Of course, if there's if it's a pre-owned shoe, thoroughly clean it. So let's just, let me see. I'm not even sure if Angelus has that product. I will need to check because I still have some left that I got from Alpha 6. I just have it in this bottle now, kind of running low. I'm gonna actually use it, and I say maybe like after I paint this little section of the shoe, I'm gonna actually show you guys how I actually mix it up, because I got to make the next color that I'm gonna be putting down. But yeah, like I said, I got that flexible additive from Alpha 6 Corporation. You can check them out on Instagram, if you want to possibly get you some. I'm not even sure if they still sell it or not. I actually looked up and got like a whole like gallon of that stuff. So yeah, that's what I use. I hope Angelus has some, because if they're not selling it anymore, I'm gonna be pretty messed up. And then also, that's the other thing, Adhesion Promoter. Not sponsored by them, no affiliate links, none of that stuff, but I definitely live and die by this stuff right here. Once you fully prep your shoe, like I said, the acetone, sanding, all that good stuff, you definitely want to use this Adhesion Promoter. I had someone else that asked me about, kind of like prepping up the shoe and everything, and once they, started using that Adhesion Promoter that I just showed you, like, he said it helped them a lot. So If you're not using that, definitely use it. All right, what was I doing? Cool. So I'm gonna let that sit. And like I said, I'm just, putting down the first coats, the first layer of each color, so that way overnight it can be drying. Then tomorrow we can kind of pick up where we left off at. So this goes here. It's just very light coats. It's gonna look, very transparent starting out, but as we put more coats, it's gonna fill in perfectly for us. Are you planning to customize some Vomeros, Mike? Or you're just asking for, like, future reference on a different type of shoe that has, the same type of materials? Maybe. True. I feel that. Well, if you do it, man, send me a pic of the final product over on Instagram. And of course, if you have any questions, just like, today, you can either comment on the video and I'll answer there, or if you want to just hit me up on Instagram, that's cool. I'm working on a Discord. Been talking about it for like the past few months, but like I say, I pretty much do everything, the editing, the recording, all that. So a lot of times it's hard to get everything done, all the extra stuff done. I'm not gonna say everything because when I have deadlines for videos or customs, I make sure that those are the first priority. But when I say extra, meaning like, Discord, I want to set up like a Patreon and everything, so that way, when you guys have questions, I'll give y'all like not 24-hour, but like, like 12 to 13 or 14-hour access. I just finished some Ezra One Golf that I turned into. Ooh. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, please send me a picture of those, especially talking about, redoing the stitches. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll follow you back, man. Like, right now I'm going live on my phone, so I wouldn't be able to check it at the moment. But yeah, I'll definitely check your workout for sure. Definitely want to see that. All right, so now I gotta go ahead and let those sit to the side. Heat set them. Yeah, I'm gonna set them to the side and go ahead and mix up this paint. Show you what I use. So the next color. So I have my paint. And like I said, I have my Alpha Flex that I'll be using. So the way I like to normally do it is just kind of, make it dried up on the nozzle. Let's see. That should be good. Yeah, so I just put a little bit, and a little bit goes a long ways. That's what I like about this stuff. All right. Thought I had another one of these. This one they sent me. All right. Well, we'll be opening this. This stuff came out of there looking crazy. So like I said, we put the flex in there first. Put our paints. That might be a little too much. I don't want it to be too bright. So let me see. Paintbrush, mix it all together. And just see what we get. Hoping it's not too bright. Might be perfect because, as y'all know, when you start painting with a color, it's always going to be a little darker than what you see while it's wet. Oh yeah, that's solid. Yeah, that's cool. So like I said, it's going to be a tad bit darker than what we have right here. This, let me see. Does this flex? No, it doesn't. I know it comes out, looking like it's dark. But nah, it doesn't. Cause once you start mixing it in, it's kind of more so like I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Angelus paint called neutral. It's like, you see it when it comes out the bottle. If I had it right beside me, I would show you. But when you see it come out the bottle, it's like, kind of like a clearish gray color. But, once you mix it in, oh yeah, so you hip. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing. Like, as you can see, yeah, it didn't affect it or anything like that. I actually need to check to see if Angelus has any. I can get some sent out. It'd be a lot cheaper. Paint to sell my stencils. Ah, yeah. Smart. Yeah. Yeah, neutral. I definitely love using neutral for a lot of things, especially like when I get low on paint. Like if I get low on my paint mixture, I'll add in neutral to kind of produce more, especially if it's like a mix where I put a whole bunch of stuff together and there's certain measurements and everything. So I just use neutral so I can make sure that I have the same color. Make sure I hit record this time. Okay. If I remember, I think it's coming across both of those. Let me check over here. Yeah, we're good. So y'all can see, like, a lot of colors, like I said, once you put that gray down, you won't even need a lot of coats of it, especially the lighter the color is. A lot of times it just goes on pretty smooth. But in my opinion, I think green, purple, and yellow are like the worst colors to paint. Like no matter what you do, you still gonna have to find yourself, having to put in a little extra work with it. But gray has always been helpful. If not gray, then I, sometimes I'll use like a cream color or something like that. Let me see. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Man, my family. Most people in my family can grow beards, but not really like full beards or whatever. So Like once I saw that, I had like a little peach for us growing, I started buying like all the like beard growth products. I mean, like when I tell you, it's like a whole routine and everything. So I appreciate that, bro, for sure. Uh, oh, word? You got a beard too? Nice. Another bearded brother. You ever participate in No Shave November, or you do Movember? Because I know some people, they don't shave in November, and then you have some that cut it all off and go. I think with just the stash. I've never been that brave to do it. Well, I mean, I've gone like goatee before, but just to have a mustache, nah, I can't do that. I think people start looking at me like I'm weird. Oh, dang. Yeah, bro, you killing me. The Gandalf beard, man, that dude. Yeah. How long you been growing your beard, bro? Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think I'm working on. I think I just crossed a year. Cause it's like I'll grow it and then I'll cut it. I'll grow it, then I'll cut it. Either I just crossed a year or I might be heading towards 2 years. I honestly be forgetting. Cause like I said, I'll grow it and I'll cut it and then I'll grow it again. I'll cut it. So I think it's here to stay now. Cause it's my logo has it, which my logo has always had it. But now I'm trying to really start pushing the, branding and all that good stuff. Cause as the channel grow and everything, I definitely want to um, introduce my merch and everything, get that back going. And I can't be putting out stuff with a person with a beard and I don't have one myself. So 3 years. Oh yeah, that would explain why beard's so crazy. That's that's a long time. Cut all this camera before I forget. Yeah, bro, I appreciate that. Man, I actually had planned to release them. I did like the whole, pre-order method and everything. But unfortunately, my website, some of my, merch accounts, and like my Facebook, pretty much almost everything got hacked. I thought I had it, as secure as possible, but yeah, it got hacked the day that I actually, launched everything. And yeah, it was a whole mess. And even to this day, I still was man, when I took sad ain't even word. Like, I was devastated, bro. Like, I had put in months of going back and forth with manufacturer overseas. I mean, getting up at 4 o'clock almost every day to discuss, the fabrics, the materials, the size of the logo, the placement. A lot of people think, when it comes down to like, clothing brands or merch lines and things like that, if you really like outsource it, there's so much that goes into it. I mean, I had to give like the measurements of, every aspect of the hoodies, the shorts, I had like all that: hoodies, shorts, sweatpants, beanies. So yeah, once all that happened, I really struggled to recover from it. And so now I'm at the place where I'm just trying to build up this social media thing so I can, just get back to it. Because, once my accounts got hacked and everything, I reached out to Facebook almost every day for about 2 or 3 months. And they would say, yeah, we'll get it squared away. You'll be able to do this. We'll fix it. Blah, blah, blah. They caught the hackers, got them off my page, secured it. But you can't advertise. And, without advertisement, you can't, really push it out to, a broader audience like you would like to do. So now I'm just trying to build an organic following. So no matter what happens, I'll always be good. But, yeah, I definitely appreciate the compliment on the hoodie, man. That was man, I was so, as you can tell, bro, I was very excited, to put that hoodie out and, just kind of let everybody else enjoy it. But everything happens for a reason. And, I definitely believe that, I keep pushing, I keep grinding, all the right things will fall in place. And who knows why that happened. So let's see. What time is it? It's 11:40. All right. Let's see. Maybe I can do. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more coat on the green. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more coat on this green before I pack up for the night. And, just stick around and see if anyone else has any more questions. I mean, yeah, I'll be doing these lives for y'all to kind of, pop in and see what I'm working on and to share the experience with you. But I also want to make sure I'm able to answer any questions that y'all have. I'm not a big fan of, as people would say, gatekeeping or, not spreading the wealth or sharing knowledge. So I like to stick around and answer questions or just chop it up. As you can see, just have conversation while I'm doing I'm doing my thing. And as you can see, I started out going left to right, or right to left rather, with the paint, and now I'm going upwards to fill in the spots. About to go finish on my night shift at work. It's over 6 a.m. here in Belgium. Keep up the good work. Oh, Belgium, dope, bro. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you popping in. If you have any questions or anything, be sure to reach out, man. I'm always here to help. You have a solid night, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So I can see it's starting to fill in a little bit better for us. Got a little bit too much paint on that one, so as you can see, I'm just go up here, spread it around like that, so that take care of that section, and then just kind of do the same thing here. And if you're just popping into the live, just want to welcome you. Started out putting down a gray base coat, and now we're just, kind of just working on these top layers. Yeah, just working on the top layers. I'm doing a pair for a mother and her child. So I've already, worked on the adult pair. I'm gonna go back to it and add more of the green paint. It's a little too much paint there. I just had no choice but to Spread it around. Get this paint off of the brush. Man, the Lakers were just up by like 8. Stopped looking away for a few minutes, and now Denver up by 5. Yeah, we already know it's about to happen, and it's the third quarter, so yeah, we know it's about to go down. I'm not even sure. I should have asked earlier while there was people really on here, but I don't even know if you can like hear these fans in the background that I have going. I like to make sure I keep the airflow circulating and pushing, anything that may be in the air, pushing it out the window. So if you watch this live stream in the future, please let me know down below if you can hear the fans, if it's too loud or a distraction. Not sure what I could do to fix it, but I'll try to figure something out where it's not as loud. Maybe turn the setting down some, but I definitely don't want to risk my health. I'm so hard on paintbrushes. I can't really see how bad I've torn this one up, but hey, still work for me. And like I said, it's all good that I'm getting a little paint on these laces. With them being black, I could easily, cover that up in the end. But I think I'm done for the night. I'm gonna let these sit. Probably, clean them up tomorrow. And then I might go live again Wednesday. I may go live tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. But I want to thank y'all so much for, popping in tonight. If you watch this in the future, thank you. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.